my Dallas make it hurt.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, it is time. Oh my goodness, it is time. 7 o'clock, and I'm not Ursula. I'm not in my drop top, and I'm not cruising the streets. It's 7 o'clock, or a little bit after 7 o'clock, and that means that it is time for the one and the only. This is the Big Time Show that is being seen and heard live right now as we speak on YouTube on the Big Time Show channel. It's being seen and heard live right now on the Big Time Show Facebook channel, live right now on Twitch, and of course live right now on X or Twitter, whichever one you want to call it. I'm live right there right now. I got to tell y'all from the start, this is one of these weeks where I may be a little bit out of character. I'm just going to say it like that. Before I really say all that, listen, go ahead and share if you don't mind. Share, let people know I'm on. Share, and of course, if you want to contribute, you can by simply going to the Big Time Show on Cash App, $, Big Time Show. If you're on Facebook, you can use those stars. And on YouTube, I didn't do that now, but I'm getting ready to do it now. In just a few seconds. You can do the YouTube. You can do the Super Chat as well. And you can do that right now. There we are. I got the show monetized button on. Okay. We can go to work now. You can do that as well now. What's going on tonight? As I was just getting ready to say, man, look, this is one of these weeks where I will probably be out of character because this is just a blessing for me. And you know, it is rare when we get a chance, at least in my view, you know, to take on two of the most hated rivals of the Dallas Cowboys outside of our division. And this is one of these weeks. Being that I'm 52 years old, and so I was born in the 70s, obviously, and I remember. I remember my father and his love for the Cowboys back in the late 70s. And I grew up in that. So I just wanted to be like my daddy. Whatever he did, I wanted to do. Whoever he cheered for, that was my team. During those times, the Cowboys were his team, so I had no choice. And so back in the late 70s, it was just something special about the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys coming together. It was no question about it. In my view, even back then, the two probably biggest rivals, two biggest rivals, not rivals, but as far as fan base support, you couldn't get too much higher than the Steelers and the Cowboys back then. You might throw in maybe the Oakland Raiders. Maybe that might be the only one that can match, its fan base support. It was the Steelers and the Cowboys. And so I grew up in that. I have developed a serious disdain for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I've never liked the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm sorry. I despise the Pittsburgh Steelers. I will say that I do love Mike Tomlin though. I gotta admit that he's my fraternity brother. He is a great coach, and I always have liked him. So I guess that knocks the blow down just a little bit. But I cannot. In good as a real Cowboy fan, there are certain teams that's in this league because of the venom and the deep roots and the venom that you shared, over the years, that you have a real problem with. The Pittsburgh Steelers are one of those teams for me. The San Francisco 49ers are that for me. I have a problem with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I had a problem with Roethlisberger. Didn't like him. I didn't like Jerome Bettis. I didn't like, Hines Ward. It go deep for me. I didn't like Ryan Clark. You understand? I don't like T.J. Watt. I'm serious. I don't like Najee Harris. I don't like, I don't like Bradshaw. I don't like Swan. I don't like Stallworth, Ham, Lambert. I know all of them because they brought me pain. I don't like them. I don't like Donnie Shell. I don't like them guys. I don't like A.L.C. Greenwood. I didn't like Mean Joe Green. I know who they are. I know they were great. I don't like, they put pain into the Steelers, into the Cowboy organization. We played them overall 3 times in the Super Bowl. We lost the first 2 and we got 1 in 95. But I never will forget when we beat them in 95. Oh my God, the joy. It's a real rivalry. Now, to those of you that are young, you wouldn't understand what this means. This game is coming up Sunday night. You have no clue. You have no concept of what this game really means. People won't understand it. If you're my age, if you're about 45 plus years old, you understand the venom that is between primarily the Pittsburgh Steelers and Dallas Cowboy fan bases. So much so that even today, most of you have your Facebook accounts, you will notice that when the Cowboys lose, you will notice that a whole bunch of Steeler fans are the first ones that are on your timeline talking trash, and vice versa. All of you that are Cowboy fans, you went to some Steeler fans, and you went and talked trash to the Pittsburgh Steeler fans. I mean, it's a lie. Now, if you 20 years old If you 20 and you 25, so you really don't understand the venom. You don't understand the venom that this game that's coming up Sunday night mean. I don't care if it's the regular season. I don't care if it's almost the preseason. Whenever the Steelers and the Cowboys come together, it's big, big, big. So much so again that how many of you want to bet that this game Sunday night very well may be the highest rated game this season as far as Sunday night football goes. Why do you think the NFL did this? Why do you think they did this? You know why? Because they know that the ratings are coming. They know it. That's why they put it on Sunday night. This would be it very well may be the highest rated NFL regular season game this year. It's no question. That's why the NFL know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. It's so many Steelers fans across the country. It's so many Cowboy fans across the country. It's so many fans that want to see the Steelers lose. It's so many fans that want to see the Cowboys lose. This is going to be electric in Pittsburgh Sunday night. I'm just trying to tell y'all. I'm just trying to tell you. I don't care what the records are. But because of what the records are, the game is even bigger. The Steelers lost yesterday. Cowboys won Thursday night. The Steelers can go 4-1 if they beat us. We can go 3-2. It's a big, big early game. And for this occasion of the show here, I don't like the Steelers. It ain't no secret. I'm sorry. I'm going to be out of form this weekend. I don't make predictions, but I'm going to make one this weekend. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm going to make one this weekend. I'm going to make one. The Steeler fans, all y'all got, unfortunately, y'all ain't on my show, so I can't see it. Y'all got y'all terrible towel, and waving it in there, and it makes me puke almost just to see that yellow towel, everybody waving. So, on my show, I went in and brought my white towel. You understand? You see what I'm saying? I'm going to get it started now. I'm going to get it started right now. Yes, sir. Let's go. I got my terrible towel right here, right now. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Okay, are we playing? Is it Sunday night yet? I understand Parsons is hurt. I understand Lawrence ain't playing. I get it. I understand. I don't care. It's the Steelers and the Cowboys. All right, that's enough. That's about 15 minutes worth of introduction. All right. I got my towel right here. And at any point during the show, I'm waving it. I'm waving it. You wave the towel. See, I got a Steeler fan here. My brother here, Rodney. Rod in the building, Rodney Coleman. He's a Steeler fan. So I figured, see, they'll show up. See, there's a whole lot of them I know. I wouldn't be surprised between 9 Sunday when I come on Saturday at 3, they going to flock in here. And Lord have mercy if we lose. I promise you, I'm going to have one. They're going to eat me alive. Okay? If we lose Sunday. They've been waiting for this. When the schedule first came out, this is a game that most, the Cowboys all circled. The Steeler fans, they circled this game because they already know. If you are 50 plus, if you're at least 40, I already said, if you're at least 40 years old and up, I'm telling y'all, you know what this game means. No, it's not the Super Bowl. It is the bragging right game of the year. This is what it's all about. Trust me. The Steeler fans, exactly. See, here we go. See, I don't even know who Melissa Ramirez is, but here she comes. It don't make no difference if the Cowboys were 0-4. It wouldn't make a difference. This game means so much to the fan bases. It really don't mean that much to these players because see they so young. They really don't feel the venom. But I'm quite sure that Mike McCarthy will show some tapes and maybe bring in some of these old cats. Bring in Staubach. Let Staubach talk to the team. You really got to be a little older to understand the venom. If you're 20 to 30 years old, you have no idea what this game means. You just don't. But trust me when I tell you, the NFL know. That's why it's on Sunday night. It is a bragging right game. That's what it's about. It is a huge game for now, standing wise and everything. And I wish that my guys, he said, see, here come the Steelers fans. I don't even know some of these folks. Here they come. See what I'm saying? L. Raffy, welcome to the Big Time Show. You say that the Steelers are a real America's team. I can't tell you. Everybody want to be the America's team. Everybody know who America's team is. It's been determined in the 70s, actually. It is the Dallas Cowboys. You know better than that, L. Raffy. Everybody else are wannabes. See, this is what I got to go through. Everybody want to be it. Everybody want to take a share. Everybody, the Patriots want to be it. The Steelers say we're America's team. The Green Bay Packers say they're America's team. Ain't no other. It's no other. It's the Dallas Cowboys. That's what I got to say about it here, Raffy. It's the Dallas Cowboys of America's team. And there ain't no question. Get ready for it. Now, I done got that out the way. Let's have some serious talk now. All right. I would have been more comfortable, obviously, if Parsons and Lawrence would play. I would have been more comfortable. I would have been. But this the NFL. It is what it is. So we can't cry about that. It is what it is. Are the Cowboys better without Lawrence and Parsons not playing? We all know the answer to that question. That is an emphatic no. We all know that. How much worse will they be? That's yet to be determined. Because we ain't seen it yet. So we can't say that, they ain't playing. I do know this. We got just a small sample of seeing it. We got it last week. We got it Thursday, against the Giants. We did. Parsons went out in the third quarter. Lawrence went out in the third quarter. We got a chance to see just a small sample of it. And if you were to be honest, he didn't look that bad. It didn't look that bad. I see everybody coming in. I saw two people say something about Pete Rose. Let me say this about Pete Rose, since that's what y'all want to talk about real quick. Pete Rose arguably was the greatest hitter ever to play. No question about that. Deserves to be in the Hall of Fame a long time ago, from my view. I understand he bet on baseball and all that type of stuff, but you can't dismiss what he did in the 70s and the 80s. Okay? He was a Hall of Famer then. You see what I'm saying? Great player. All-time hit leader. All that type of stuff. You know what I thought about those, y'all? For those that said something about Pete Rose, here's the part. And just in case you didn't know, Pete Rose passed away today. Here's what I can't stand. I got a real feeling, y'all. And it's going to be so low down. I got a feeling that the writers, these younger writers, because you know the ones that kept him out all the time. These younger writers eventually will put him in the Hall of Fame. I would bet. I'm serious. I would not be surprised, since he's gone now, that they put him in the Hall of Fame the next go around. And that would be so low down. It would. And that's all I can think about. Like, this man walked around for 20 years, pleading his case why he should be in and all that type of stuff. And I believe that, I really do believe they're going to put this man in. I can see that. The Kembe Mutombo passed away also as well from brain cancer. Rest in peace to him and his family. But I got a feeling about that. I really believe it. All right, that's all I got to say about Pete Rose and Mutombo. All right. It's obvious this week, y'all, from the Cowboy perspective, that the defense is going to have to play big. But no, I didn't say that, Tyrone. I didn't say that. I didn't say they were done. I'm just about to pose the way that we can beat the Steelers. Let me say this about the defense. Start off there. I'm going to tell you something. Of course, we got to stop the run. Okay? I understand that. I understand, we improved against the Giants. They had 24 carries for 26 yards. Okay, that's major improvement compared to what Baltimore and the Saints did too. So, you got to count that. Well, you're going to say, well, it's the Giants. No, Singletary is a good back. Daniel Jones can pull it down and run it too. So, it is what it is. We just shut them down. Are we the number one rushing defense in the world? No. But we improved. Now everybody's talking about the Steelers and this. Najee Harris, Warren, and of course, Mr. Fields. Let me throw this in. This is not the first time we've seen Justin Fields. He's the one that scared me the most because Najee is more of a hammer. I believe we can handle Najee. I think Najee Harris can wear you out. Now, if we can't stop the run, Najee Harris will have his best game. But Najee ain't really known for having no 100-yard game non-stop. Najee is good, but he's more of a hammer. Warren is a problem. I don't know if he's going to be playing this week. I don't know. I don't think he played last week. He might be coming back this week. That's fine. Cordell Patterson was hurt in the last game. And he kind of took Warren's place, but he's hurt now. So to me, the most dangerous person, obviously, running the football, to me, is Mr. Fields. And he's a problem. He's a problem. But here's the thing. We got 10 days to get it. We already know that. I'm not scared of Najee Harris. That's me. I'm not saying he's bad. Najee Harris is a good back. It's just that he's not fast. He's just a bull. He can get you on some plays, but he's really not that explosive of a back. We can handle that. Patterson, like I said, he got hurt in the game. I don't know if he's coming back or not. I don't pay attention to the Steelers like that, but I will this week because I need to know if he's playing. Patterson, if he does play, he is a problem. And I would expect a heavy running game because that's Pittsburgh Steelers football. Try to take your will away, beat you up, run the ball. And they don't really want Justin Fields really throwing the ball a whole lot. That's really what we're going to have to do. So, but can we be dominant? I doubt it. But just like last week against the Giants, I believe this is what needs to happen. I believe we need to have a bend but don't break defense. I just can't see us just stopping folks like, dominant defensive effort. I can see Pittsburgh getting down the field, but if we can keep them the field goals like we did the Giants, it would be great. So it's really bottom line, we don't know how they're going to play. We don't know. We ain't never seen a defense without both Michael Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence out. We ain't never seen them before. I don't know. I know who's going to be playing. I do know that, of course, Nealon will get the start. He's been playing well. I know that Carl Lawson will probably get the start at the other edge. But what it does with Parsons gone, this opens up the door for some young players, again, young guys, to get in. DeMar and Overshown is a serious problem. Look, DeMar and Overshown is a missile. I believe we're going to see a lot of lure foul next week. I believe you're going to see that. Is that a positive? I think Overshown being there is a positive. It remains to be seen about lure foul, but look, everybody got to step up. Everybody got to step up. Now, here's how we can really beat them though. Huh? Here's how we got to beat them. If we needed the offense to wake up, it need to be this week. So I got a feeling we're gonna have to score now. We gotta score. And when I say score, I'm talking about 20, 25 points and up. We're gonna have to score. And we're gonna have to do that. That's the only way that I can see us really. If we have to have a knockdown, drag out, physical ball game, I don't think we can get that. I'm a Cowboy fan, so I'm telling you, it's some. We just ain't like that. We don't need to finesse this game, which is what I'm worried about with Coach McCarthy and his play call. It's bully. This is a bully ball type game, and I don't know. I know what Tomlin's team is going to be because his way is consistent over the years. It's consistent. You're going to have a tough physical game. At least they're going to bring that to the table. They're going to challenge your manhood and see if you can answer the bell. The Cowboys, however, I don't know. We looked somewhat physical Thursday night. We did, but we'll see when you got a real established bully type team. We'll see if we can match up then. Some things that got to happen though. I told you guys this. See, this game is almost too easy to analyze. To be honest with you, it's physicality. It's a bully that's playing at home, and the only way you're really gonna beat them, you're gonna have to match the bulliness. You are. You gotta get physical, and we gonna find out if we are really physical. I think I know the answer to that question because I've said it too many times, but. It's going to be an intense ball game. Now, one thing I'm worried about with McCarthy, and that is he's always trying to be the smartest man in the room. And when you're trying to be the smartest man in the room, you look like the dumbest man in the room. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. That can't happen this week. Not even one time. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Last week, well, let me go back. Over the summer, when we drafted BB and Guyton, I told y'all, allow them to be rookies They're going to have growing pains. But your coaches have to put them in a position where they can succeed. All right? I went down the list. We were all worried about Tyler Guyton, and for good reason. I went down the list, and I said, look who Tyler Guyton has got to see this year. Look at the baptism by fire. Started off with Myles Garrett. Then he had to see Cam Jordan in the Saints. Then he had to see Baltimore. Forgive me for not pronouncing the man's name right, but y'all starts with an O. Pro Bowler last year. Then he had to see Thibodeau from the Giants. And now this week, TJ Watt. This is why I'm worried about McCarthy. Because on more than one occasion, that man called plays and let Thibodeau go one-on-one with Tyler Guyton. And every time that happened, there were at least 2 holding penalties, and then there were some blow-bys and quarterback hits. My question was, why in the world would you even give room to let a game wrecker wreck a game? It just don't make any sense at all. I don't care if the play was going to the other side. You do not let the game wreckers wreck the game. Thibodeau was all in the backfield the whole game. Why? Who came up with that? Saying why would you let Guyton, especially after you seen 1 or 2 times that he get whipped, and then after the holding penalty, common sense ought to tell you, send some help over there. Put the tight end over there. Chip, it wasn't even no chips. It was a one-on-one. I'm like, what in the world? Who thought about that? Who thought that Guyton can handle Thibodeau by himself? And God have mercy. Please don't let this strategy come into play this Sunday night against TJ Watt. Don't do this. Don't do this. I'm serious. And you gotta wonder. You would think it's common sense that I don't care because you're a first round pick. I don't care if he, they saying he's looking real good, he's getting better. I don't care. You're going against TJ Watt. I can't stand the Steelers. But this is TJ Watt. That defensive player of the year, TJ Watt, that guy. That double-digit sack guy. 20 sacks in the season and all. You can't put this guy on TJ Watt one-on-one. I hope. And some of y'all saying he ain't that stupid. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that. He very well may do just that. I hope which is why, if there was ever a time, okay, listen to me here. If you want to TJ Watt and Micah Parsons in the running game are very similar. I'm not saying TJ don't make plays, but TJ Watt has always been, and he's great, on the Hall of Fame trajectory, he's a great player. But he's always been an undersized defensive end. And when teams decide to run against TJ Watt, he can be moved. So if you want to neutralize TJ Watt, get him a little tired, you got to punish this guy. Run at him. Well, I forgot. I'm sorry. I got a coach who don't like to run the ball. So I might as well forget that. Which leads to this comment that I'm just looking at from Shane. Shane say big time most of the time. I agree with you, but I think the Cowboys need to use the finesse against the Steelers and run up the score. I don't think Fields can keep up in a shootout. I agree with that because if you make him a passer, I agree. The Steelers will be in trouble because if you can take away the element of him, really being a threat that he has to throw the ball, then I agree with you on that. I agree with that. But I don't think we need to use finesse. You don't meet bullies with finesse. I just don't see it. I can see why you say throwing the ball, but we don't need this to be a that game either. We just don't. He ain't beat us. We beat them. We put up 44 points or something like that against them. That was the Bears, though. Just saying, y'all. You can't do that. So we really have to. I think I would rather see a knockdown, drag out game because I ain't just so confident in the passing game. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't see us really just doing that. We're gonna have to run the ball primarily because the offensive passing sometimes is very stale, and if we ain't running the ball, our defense gonna get so tired because they're gonna be on the field the whole game. We need to make this. We need to shorten the game. Forget a shootout. We ain't got that type of offense anyway. We used to, but we don't have it this year. We don't have that type of offense. We need to shorten the game, and the way you do that is time of possession by running the football. Of course, minus a whole bunch of penalties like we always get. If we can stay out of that, we gotta, we can be played better. Put it that way. We gotta shorten games up. So that's why I say it needs to be a backyard, old school fight. But exactly, that's what the Steelers do, and that's what you're going to match it with. You can't finesse your way out this game. They'll run you out their place. They will beat your brains out if you started trying to be cute. You ain't gonna win. You're not. It's too physical of a team. Tomlin is too great of a coach. You got to match it. That's why I want to show the game. So since I'm talking about putting the tight end over there with Guyton to help out on what, and let me throw this in. Steele is getting whipped too. I'm serious. Look, y'all. You right, Cap. It ain't gonna be like that. They too good of a team. But Terrence Steele is getting destroyed as well. So Watt, they line up over there on Steele. Wherever Watt is, there needs to be some help. And I hope they don't. I hope they don't try to play hero ball and say Terrence Steele can handle TJ Watt. I mean, both the tackles getting whipped so far this year. It's just the truth. Well, I ain't talking about, it ain't as bad as we think. It's really not as with Guyton, but he's a rookie. I'm just saying, y'all. That's what the game really goes. I mean, are you gonna let these playmakers, TJ Watt, Haywood, are you gonna let them destroy the game? See what I'm saying? You just that's first thing first. If we can kind of control that, we can go to work. We can go to work. So I'm scared of McCarthy, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm scared about Mike McCarthy and his play call this week. I am. Ain't no sense in me lying about it. We need to make it we need to shorten the game. We need to run the ball, have a temp. Now, somebody said and Zeke is trash. Okay, if you want to say that, that's fine. He still need to be in uniform because he can help us if we get inside the 5-yard line. Zeke can. That's where his real value is. He would be able to do some damage there. Okay, I got it. You already know the obvious question is, you want to spark? Okay, I don't know if he can play or not. But ain't this a good game to bring down and Cook up now? I'm serious. We already seen what we're seeing. Or let me put it this way. We really ain't really seen the running game because he won't give him the ball. Rico played well last week. Rico played well. Just didn't get it enough. Zeke only had, 3 carries, 2 carries, I think, for 16, 17. That's about 7, 8 yards a pop. What if you give it to him 5 or 6 times? I'm just saying, there's some things that need to happen in order for give a chance. First, you got to give him the ball. But Mike McCarthy is not a run game offensive coordinator. That's been proven by now. He is a pass-happy offensive coordinator. Everybody know that now. So we already know what's going to happen. The question is, how many times will Dak throw the ball now? Because you can't depend on your running game. We already know that. So it's really about that. It really is. It's really about that. We know, if you're a football guy, and know the game a little bit, it's obvious we need to run the ball. We know this. I said we need to shorten the game. We're not explosive enough now. We're not explosive enough to really be talking about shootouts. We ain't built like that this year. We got too many changes. We got rookie offensive linemen. Brandon Cooks hadn't done really anything. Tolbert is more of a Tolbert can get up there. Tolbert can switch it up. Turpin, they don't put Turpin enough out there to they stretch the defense. We more of a possession wide receiver offense. You ain't looking for the CD can catch a slant and go to the house. He can catch the ball like he did against the Giants and go to the house. But primarily, we're a comeback route running team. That's and a slant running team. That's all you see. We don't really stretch the field. Jake is a seam guy. Jake Ferguson is a seam guy. We really don't stretch the field. So we're not as explosive as we once were. We don't have that type of personnel. So that's why I'm saying we need to run the ball to shorten the game and hopefully get some long drives. And it have to be because you don't want to make the defense too tired. All these 3 and outs, we can't have that this week. We won't be able to stop nothing. We got to get the defense some rest. And we got to score. We got to score when we got the chance. We got to score. That means it's obvious we need to go on. But Mike McCarthy, y'all, I have no faith in him. I have no faith. I can almost expect what he going to do. I can see it. I know what he going to do. He is going to pass the football. So really it's about, because it really ain't no running game. So it's all on that. That's why all Cowboy fans, it's all on that. To me. Let's see what happens. I'm serious. There's another hole that I bypassed earlier, and that was who's gonna be playing quarterback for us this Sunday. I'm talking about the other side. We know Diggs is playing, but who's the other corner this week? Whoever it is trouble. Carson gets whipped. The kid from last week got whipped. 27 made the interception at the end. Played okay, but he came out of the practice squad. This is who we'll be seeing. My question is, because of the way things are set up, I wonder and I doubt it, I wonder with Zimmer even entertain the thought of Diggs traveling with what's the boy name? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Pickens. I'm sorry. I wonder was Zimmer even entertain that thought. I wonder. Because see, if he don't, you can expect Carson to see Pickens. But here's the thing I also want to see. You know Carson can't do nothing with Pickens. I'm not even going to act like he can. There should be safety help with Pickens the whole game. How about that? And we ain't done it. Forget man to man. Forget all that. We got too many young guys that are going to be playing this week. I need to see some cover. I think cover 2 should work because, like I said, Justin Fields ain't great at passing, y'all. Now, he's great at running. He's great at throwing some short passes, but let's be realistic now. We want him throwing the ball. So give me some cover 2. Give me some cover 2 and maybe some cover 3. I'll take that. Keep everything in front of you. With Pittsburgh can get some of these explosive plays with the play action game, which Fields can do, and stuff gonna be wide open. Keep everything in front of you. We don't need no man-to-man this week. And you better have safety help for wherever Pickens goes. We don't need to be trying to be heroes and trying to be the, no, we ain't ready for man-to-man. Diggs is ready for man-to-man defense. Booth, Carson, the 27 guys, they not ready to be playing locked on the island. All that, no. We can't do that. And we don't need to do that. And I'm saying, but guess what? Now that I'm talking, guess what? Because Parsons and D-Law are not there, we will see man-to-man a lot. You know why? Because you got to generate some pass rush from somewhere. Even though I'm not scared of Fields throwing the ball, you still can't let him sit back there when he take pictures before he throw the ball. You got to bring some heat to him. So I can see linebackers blitzing. I can see all this. I can see this. And maybe you'll put a safety over there just to go with Pickens. But I can see it because you're gonna have to do something to generate some pressure. See that's where Parsons and D-Law, especially Parsons, of course, that's where it's gonna hurt. Because where is the pass rush gonna come from? Who gonna be able to get in there? Yeah, Shane. That's exactly what I want. I think that's the only way we can win. I think that's the only way we can win. See, we're basing the Cowboys offense off years ago and all. We can't do that. This team is not explosive in any facet except CD. Except CD. That's it. That we're not explosive in the running game. Last year we had Pollard. Pollard was explosive. The little time he got it. Brandon Cooks was more explosive last year than he is right now. So far. CD is gonna do what he do. Jake Ferguson is gonna do what he gonna do. I still got question marks about Toby, and he get a whole lot of time. And Anaya is not with us anymore. Brandon and I been gone. Well, that's why I said we got some, but how are you gonna play him? Lawson last week was getting in there. Lawson forced a lot of pressures last week. He did. And Overshown can definitely blitz. Overshawn can get in there. Lil Fowl can get in there. We have some guys that can bring the pressure, but when you blitzing the linebacker, okay, look at the holes now in the defense. But if that's what I know Overshawn can cause some problems. Lil Fowl, it can cause problems. But you blitzing them you probably maybe line them up on the edge and get on one side. I'm just saying, you got to generate pressure from somewhere. You just can't let them just sit back and dance and to pose some pictures before he throw the ball. You got to get him. You can't get him in a rhythm. And yes, sometimes that means he gonna pull the ball down and he might gut you a little bit running the ball. I mean, you're not gonna shut down guys like that completely. You're not. You're not. As long as Najee Harris does not get off, we got a shot. If Najee Harris have his best game, then we might have a little issue. I forgot about him. Most young quarterbacks love to throw to their tight end. Pittsburgh got a real good one. Huh? I'm expecting a low game. That's what I hope for. And let us get to the fourth quarter with a shot. That's what I'm looking for. And like I said, we really don't know really what to expect on defense because we have never seen a Dallas Cowboy defense without Michael Parsons. That changes a whole lot. So this is where the money is being made by your coaching staff. And one thing I do have confidence in. I do have confidence in Mike Zimmer. I do. Now y'all might not, but I do. At least put it this way. He knows what to do. He knows the personnel. He knows where to put them. Now it's up to the players to step up and get the job done. Zimmer can't go out there and play the game. I can see that. I can see it. I believe that he's gonna have to really he got to coach this week. He got to coach this week. I see you, Miller. I believe in Mike Zimmer. He knows what to do. I don't know if we got the proper personnel, but he knows what to do. And he'll have a game plan. He'll have a game plan for him. So we'll see. We'll see. I ain't saying nothing, but I will say this. Yeah, I believe that because of the intensity of what this game is, and I know that it's Sunday night football, the intensity is going to be there. It is a rivalry game. I'm telling you right now, the Dallas Cowboys will come to play. Pittsburgh is not an explosive team either. They have some explosive players, but they ain't known for running up no score. Yeah. They're not known for running up scores. They're a grinded out type football team. Unless, your defense ain't worth a dime. And other than that, they're kind of low scoring too. That's how they build. That's why I think we got a shot. Cowboys are underdogs, as they should be, coming into the game. But it ain't by a lot. What is the Vegas line? I ain't seen it since this morning. I thought I saw 3, which is the usual thing. Is it 3 or 2? I don't know. Somebody look. What is the line? What is the line for the game right now? Somebody put it in the chat when you get it. I thought I saw 3 this morning. I thought that's what I saw. So anything under 3, I think we do, William. I got confidence in our offensive line running the ball. But the problem is we don't run it. And we getting positive yardage. We don't run it though. I got confidence in that. I ain't just too, I'm not that more confident in the passing game. We get the holding penalties. We let, guys are penetrating. That's the problem. And then when you're going against a TJ Watt, I mean, come on now. Everybody know the ref's gonna be looking for that because it's TJ Watt. So, and you know how we are with penalties. We loaded with them. We get those. I don't know. That's the part that we got to see. So, I save all my predictions for Saturday, but I think y'all kind of got a vibe. What I'm gonna say, I don't do predictions, but I will this game. What I need to know from the Steelers though is Cordell Patterson playing. I see you, William. William said you got to expect more penalties. Heinz Field going to be loud for those rookies. I think you look at it the other way too because they're going to be trying to pin their ears back and go get Dak. Especially with yeah, you're right. If we can generate some type of pass rush, I'll feel good against Fields. But if we can't, we might be in trouble. Dang, Shane. Good Lord of mercy. You must think we really are explosive. We ain't like that. Shane says, I'm going to make a bold prediction. He said, Dak Prescott is going to throw for 300 yards. And the Cowboys win 34-17. That will be crazy. That's a 17-point victory. That's a lot. That's a blowout. Williams, I just looked at Patterson's status. He's questionable ankle, sat out last week. Yeah, and when we started talking about the ankles, that's a little, that's questionable. If Patterson plays, that helps them out because then they can run it. Najee Harris, Cordell Patterson, and then Fields. That's a 3-headed monster. That might bring problems. But guess what? We got to go to work. Let me say this real quick, and then I'll be done. Parsons and Lawrence went out in the third quarter against the Giants. All these replacements held it together and still didn't let them get in the end zone. Nealon had a sack. Okay. Lawson was disruptive. Chauncey Golston played pretty decent as well when you look at the tape. Mozzie, of course, had his best game as a Cowboy. So they stepped up. Overshawn obviously was everywhere. I'm just saying, y'all. So let's not count out since both of them gone. I mean, they played and shut it down. They went out in the third quarter. The Giants were still, it was a one-score game. The Giants were still trying to run the ball. Parsons wasn't in the game. Lawrence wasn't in the game. They still shut down the run. So let's keep that in mind. That Hopefully it translates over. And never forget this. And y'all may say, oh, where they all? No, I ain't gonna say that. You gonna have a bunch of guys in there playing for the Dallas Cowboys defense that are going to be hungry. Do you understand? You got a bunch of guys that's going to be real excited to play, real hungry, trying to prove themselves. And a lot of them going to have their first official start. Them guys going to be ready to play, man. Now, does that translate? They're going to stop somebody? I don't know, but they're going to be ready to play. You don't think Lil File going to be ready to go? Overshawn going to be, he's just in him to be like that. You don't think that Nealon will get his first start this week? You don't think he's going to be geeked up, ready to go? Man, look, you never underestimate a team that's, guys that are hungry to play and hungry to prove themselves. That's what we're going to get. So I'm expecting, and keep in mind, you play football, it ain't nothing like a team that plays with maximum effort. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna be playing with maximum effort. Play hard, you get good results. Yeah. And with the Cowboys, obviously, Kyle, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And you see his comment there. Well, listen, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. One thing we do know about this game here, and any game the Cowboys play in, we cannot get behind early. I mean, and I'm not talking 3-0, 7-0, even 10-0. We can't get down 14-0. I mean, it's the things are too hard for us. So that's going to be important. Which means, I guarantee this, if the Cowboys win the toss, we don't need no 3 and out. You see what I'm saying? The offense is going to get on the field first. And they're going to try to put pressure by putting points on the board. Which is, with the team, the way the team is built now, and the injuries, yes, I would get Wynn to get the toss, put Dak out there, and let them try to get some points on the board and go to work from there. I think that'll be perfect. But we cannot go 3 and out the next drive, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. We can't do that. Three and out. Yeah. What y'all think? I mean, I didn't gave all the negatives and positives. I think there's some things that we can hang our hat on. We just got to see it. McCarthy, man. Oh God, McCarthy is gonna be big this game. I'm serious, man. His play calling got to be. He got to adapt to the environment that he's in. You got to meet a bully head on. And you got some bullyish type players, but you got to put them in a position so that they can bully. BB is a bully. Guyton can maul people. Martin can maul people. We already know Tyler Smith can maul people. You got to give them the chance to bully. We're not giving we give them chances to pass protect. That's all. That's really all we do. You really got to give them a chance to go hit folks, lay on some people. That's all I'm saying. We got a better shot to win if we do that this week. Another game. Good Lord, y'all need predictions, man. Good God. Greg says 34-16. Ooh-wee. Well, y'all think Dak finna go crazy this weekend. And he's capable. You know what, William? I like what you said. But see, I want to see the Cowboys even put the threat out there. Put Turpin out there. Even though you probably ain't throwing the ball, just let him run a go route. He gonna take some folks with him. Steelers ain't got nobody. Steelers ain't got nobody to keep up with Turpin. Even if you just run Turpin out, he gonna open up the middle for somebody or something underneath. So you gotta use what you got. You got some potential weapons. If you just line Turpin up and he ain't there got to catch one ball, if you put Turpin out there and have him run go routes, deep curl route, no, not deep curl, post routes, anything like that, Turpin is going to take some people with him. And I even say this, you can't go one-on-one with Turpin. Coach Breed Love. Hey, Coach. Great question. Woo, excuse me. Coach Breed Love said, would Dak have time for those plays? If they get the right protection of the coach. I don't know if you were here with me earlier. I saw last week Coach McCarthy called plays and had Tyler Guyton going one-on-one with Thibodeau. I saw it at least 4 times. You can't allow the game records to wreck the game. So in other words, give me the 2 tight ends set. Punish him. Terrence Steele, however, a lot of people ain't saying it. But Terrence Steele has been getting crushed. Exactly, Coach. That's why you gotta have help. If you can't pass block a one-on-one, if you gotta roll the pocket out, go put the double tight end, the block Watt, or if your Steele is getting destroyed, pick your choice. You can't do both. But you can't let TJ Watt destroy this game. I saw Thibodeau going one-on-one with Tyler. Got I'm saying, who in the world thought about this? It just don't make any sense at all. And they ain't fast, Kai. They got some good safeties. I know. I'm saying you have to use the weapons that you got. You got to use the weapons. Use if you disguise it. I mean, use Turpin as a disguise. Put him on the field. Let him try to open up stuff. Them little comeback routes and stuff like that, they ain't gonna work this game. They ain't gonna do nothing but sit on them. They ain't gonna do nothing but sit on them. That's what everybody else doing. And I'm gonna tell you how bad it is now, y'all. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I looked at the game. Man, look, it ain't no respect for the running game at all. Do you know they're running mostly everybody against us run a 2 safety high or 2 shell safety look? If y'all watch film, go watch it, just see how they lined up. So in other words, the box is open for the run. It ain't no 8-man box. It ain't nothing there. Even when it's obvious that the Cowboys are gonna try to run, it's not even an 8-man box. I mean, they are begging the Cowboys to run. Because nobody don't believe the run game gonna hurt them. You got to at least try. Rico is good enough to do damage. That's what I'm saying. Look, if it was ever time for Mr. Cook to show up, Dalvin Cook, you need to come on. I agree 100% with you, Coach. I agree 100% with you. Coach said, why don't we go no huddle more? Because it takes McCarthy out the game. and he want to have his hands in it. Let Dak have it. You're right. We look better when we do it. When Dak in that 2-minute offense or 4-minute offense, and he's in total control of it, we move the ball. That's what brought us the little comeback slightly, against Baltimore. That's what brought it back. When Dak took over. Just the truth. I agree. You got to change something up. Keep. If you see something, then let it happen. It keeps the same defense on the field. You got to do it. I mean, there's ways we can make things happen, but see, y'all trying to make the Cowboys. I get it. We trying to wake them up and get them, and just thinking that they could be as explosive as they were last couple of years. I'm telling you, we just not built that way. We're not good on the line like that to be explosive. We're not that good on the line to be playing like that. That's the part everybody don't want to think about. We had a better line last year. The year before that, we got 2 rookies. We can't compare last year to this year. We ain't gonna score 30 a game this year. I doubt it. We won't be the number 1 offense in the league this year. I don't see it. We're gonna have to get it another way, and we're gonna have to figure out how to get it done. We're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna employ the running game in it, because I believe that's the way that we can win. But we also gotta figure out a way to get some juice in the running game. That's why I want to find out, if Dalvin Cook can't run or if he's washed, then let us find out he washed. But certainly just get him and just keep him on the practice squad, that ain't helping nothing. We already seen a 4-game sample of Zeke, Rico, and Deuce. That ain't, that's why we begging for Cook now. You gotta try it. What the word you signing for if you just gonna keep him on the practice squad? It just don't make sense. It don't make sense. He ought to know plays by now. He ought to be in shape. And everybody keep talking about Zeke is one of the best pass blockers. Okay, I get that, but Lee, I remind y'all that Dalvin Cook was a number 1 running back in Minnesota all those years. Y'all don't think he can't pass block? Come on now. Dalvin Cook is an excellent blocker. All you gotta do is go look at the tape. Dalvin Cook can block too. I don't know what the problem is. You ain't signed him to just stay on the practice squad. It just don't make sense. Him and Trey Lance run the practice squad every week. No. The practice squad is for Trey Lance, not for Dalvin Cook. Bring him in. Got to put some juice on. We got to get the threat of the running game in. Everything will work out there if we do it. But like I said, I don't put no hope into Mike McCarthy. He's shown me enough that he's just a slight better version of Kellen Moore. Both of them are pass happy, but McCarthy is just a little bit more conservative in his play calling than Kellen was. He will try to run it, 2-3 times in the drive. If it's a 10-play drive, you might get 2 or 3 runs out of it. But Kellen Moore, if you had 10 plays, you're only going to get 1. He's a little bit better of a conservative guy than Kellen Moore was. But they both come from the same cloth. They love passing the ball. It is what it is. All right. I'll let you guys enjoy these Monday Night Football games that are on here. I appreciate y'all so much. On Saturday, we will do the call line. And so I can get y'all stuff, and I might do something in between. Hey, if you're on the Big Time Show Facebook page, look for some type of post or a little short video, something like that. If you're on YouTube, look for a short. Now he say Mr. 51-yard field goal. Man just said, yeah, he ain't Superman now. I know everybody trying to see when Auburn missed one field goal, the world is shocked. The man ain't perfect. In actuality, Auburn right now is the MVP of this team right now. Auburn is the MVP of our team. I ain't worried about Auburn. I'm worried about McCarthy and the play calling. I'm worried about that. It is. Aubrey is the MVP of this team. Seriously. Aubrey is the MVP of this team. It is what it is. All right. I'll see you guys. My next scheduled time live is on Saturday. But since this is Pittsburgh Steelers week and I despise the Pittsburgh Steelers, I'm going to come on at some point this week. I may even come on Friday night. I might come on Friday night and then still do the show on Saturday. But everybody know, listen, if you're not following me, you Pittsburgh Steelers fans, thank y'all for showing up. We'll see. Hopefully you'll come back on when I go live again. There's a family here, the Cowboy family. Y'all know what time it is. Just turn those live notifications on and we'll be able to do it again. All right. Y'all enjoy these 2 Monday night games that are on, and we'll see what happens. Now, if you're a Cowboy fan, you might want to peek over to that Detroit Lions and Seattle game and do a little scouting, because that's who we playing coming up, the Lions. So, and as you know by now, they run the football. So if you want to do some scouting, go on look. We ain't got no business looking really at the Tennessee-Miami game. That don't bother us neither way. We need to start getting ready looking at the Lions. All right? Y'all take it easy. I'll see you guys very soon. Turn those live notifications on, and we'll do it again, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the one and the only, the Big Time